welcome back, finally, to episode 5 of the Woven Almanac Podcast. If you're new, I'm just going to give you a very quick intro. My name is Dawn. I'm originally from Manchester, which is the northwest of England, and now I live in the Netherlands, just outside of Amsterdam, well now for 20 years, with my partner Lawrence, who's from South Africa, and our teenage boys, Josh and William, and the fur babies, who is a very, very fluffy ginger tomcat Daxter, and our hyper Parsons Terrier Jack. So that's a little bit about me, and if you're an OG, welcome back, guys. So I think the title of this episode is Where I've Been. So I'll just give you a little sort of quick skim through what this episode will be about, and then what I'll do below is a timestamp so you can sort of zip back and forward if what I'm talking about is not really for you, which is totally fine by me. If you want to find me on other social media platforms, I do have a Woven Almanac Instagram account, but I don't use it. It's not active. I just created it to secure the name in case I wanted to. So you can find me at Dawn's Days on Instagram. That's where I tend to post all my crafty kind of posts and things. You can find me also on YouTube with my vlog channel, which is Dawn's Days. And I also host a very friendly but small community crafty group on Facebook, which is Crafty World 1, and links to all them will be in the description box below. So I have been podcasting for quite a while. If you're a returning viewer, you'll know that I used to host a podcast on the Dawn Stage channel, which it was called the Craft Workshop Podcast, which I used to host from my studio in my local arts centre. And I still have the studio at the moment, but we're having problems with Schiphol Airport and noise. So yes, you stuck with me in front of my laundry door and a little bit of stash. So if you did watch the last episode and you don't watch the vlog channel, what I'll do is I'll start with a little bit of a life update, which I don't normally do, because in the last episode, I think it was the last one, I talked about some problems I was having with my neck and shoulder, and I think we even did some exercises together. So I know a few of you went along and did them with me, so hope they helped. But anyway, things have progressed not in the right direction with the neck situation, so hence the life update. I've got myself a cup of coffee in a very nice England Starbucks mug, which was a gift from my friend Nicola. So I'm going to have a little slurp of that. Sorry, hopefully I've cut that out. I just had a massive sneezing fit. Ever the professional. Anyway, since this, so there's a couple of things. I'll just let you know what's going on with the neck, but also something really exciting happened since the last episode, which some of you will be aware of and some of you won't. So my lovely friend Jeanette, who's a crafty clay creation here on YouTube and also on Instagram, she came to visit me, and we've been planning this for ages, and you know, with the last few years, you know, travel restrictions and so forth. So we picked a date, everything went ahead, and we had a super time. So if you don't know Jeanette, I'll put a link to her channel below, and she vlogged a little bit while she was here, and I also vlogged her visit, and we had such an amazing time. So Jeanette and I got up to a couple of things. One of the things that coincided with the visit was there was a Dollhouse fair on in the Netherlands, quite a big one. And if you don't know, Jeanette also has a doll's house. So we went along to that together with my friends Antoinette and Jacqueline. We had a lovely day out. And then, I took Jeanette to Stephen and Penelope's in Amsterdam, which she really enjoyed. And she did, I think she bought a couple of things. I didn't, because yeah, I live here. I can go there anytime I feel like. But yeah, so that was amazing. We had such a good time, and it was over way too soon. So hopefully later in the year I'll be seeing her again. But you know, I'll update you on that later. So anyway, life update with the neck. So I'll try and keep it short. But since I last spoke to you, I went back to my GP, who then sent me to a neurologist, who sent me for an MRI and then for an EMG, which basically the EMG confirmed I didn't have nerve damage, but the MRI confirmed I have two neck hernias. So no wonder I've not been able to craft, although I have done a little bit, which I'll show you in a short while. But yeah, I mean, this, the whole physio and the stretching exercises that I showed you in last episode, they sort of got me to like this point, but I would never get fully better because I've got two of these discs are sort of like poking up the neck. As a result, things have moved super quickly. This whole diagnosis it's taken about 3 weeks, with the different sort of, the investigations and explorations and so forth. So as it stands today, I've been booked in for a treatment. I think I wrote it down. Yeah, it's called radio frequency ablation. That's what I understood it to be, although I think it's called something different in Dutch. Google Translate. And it's basically a procedure. It's done under, is it local anaesthetic when you're awake? And they go into your, sorry if this is going to make anyone queasy, but they go into the neck with a little zapper. And I think there's a camera involved, obviously, because it's in your spinal column. And they zap the base of the root or the base of the nerves, which are causing all the pain. And it sort of kills off the nerves, which is fine. And it also, in turn, reduces inflammation. So the whole point of this treatment is to try and get those pesky discs to go back on their own. They can't do, the two discs, the two hernias are C6 and 7, so they're on top of each other. They can't do them together because there are risks with doing this kind of surgery. So I'm having the first one done next week and then the second one done the week after. So I am a bit scared, but I was offered a choice of 3 treatments. One would be medication, which is long-term and nasty side effects. Said no thank you. The other one was again going into the spine, but with like a corticoid injection, which I have had before for another injury, which worked. But this is the radio frequency, the zapper thing is supposed to be the most effective. You get instant results, hopefully, and they say that the corticoid can last up to 6 months, and this zapping can last up to 12 months, and by which point hopefully the discs have rectified themselves. So let's see. If that doesn't work, I'll be handed back over to the neurologist, and then she'll refer me to a neurosurgeon, and then I'll have to have an operation, because she did show me the images of the MRI, and I was actually quite shocked at how bad, you can't even, my nerves have got no room to move. Anyway, that being said, moan, I'm still upbeat. I'm actually feeling, I was a bit shocked at the diagnosis, but I'm feeling, it was like, well, at least I know, at least I haven't been sent home with like, I'm sorry, we don't know what it is. So it's like, well, better the devil you know. And good news is I can be offered, a couple of options of treatment. So let's see. And the neurologist did say to me after the treatment, crack on, I should be pain-free or, reduced pain. And I said, can I do all my crochet and knitting and everything? She said, yeah, do all that stuff. It's better if you do, because the more you do of it, the more we can gauge how successful the treatment's been. Happy days. I'm off work at the moment. I've got 2 weeks off, but we haven't booked a holiday. I'm not going to waffle on about that. If you really want to know what we're doing or what we're not doing and why we're not going away somewhere, tune into the Dawn Stays vlog. If you didn't know, I do a weekly vlog. It loads every Sunday morning, and I basically potter around all week, film snippets of my life, you know, moan and groan, share happy moments. And yeah, it's a little bit like I don't know, I'm like a living soap opera. I don't know if it's a good soap or a bad soap or a dodgy soap. I don't know. You be the judge. Anyway, in today's episode, waffle, I've got a tiny bit of knitting to show you. I've got a little bit of crochet to show you. I've made my first junk journal, and I bought some things at the Dollhouse fair, so I'll show you what I'm planning to do with them, because it is crafting. They are all crafting projects. And then obviously Jeanette came bearing lots and lots of gifts, so I'll show you the gifts, what came over from the UK in an incoming section, and I've bought a couple of crafty things as well in the incoming, so I can show you that. And yeah, I think that's all I've got to show you in this episode. So hope you settle down with a bit of crafting on your knee, something nice to drink, and let's get into it. Might need my glasses. Oh yeah, sorry, and also I've got a tiny bit of sewing to show you. Right, let's get into it. So the tiny bit of knitting, I have done a little bit of knitting, but I jumped on the bandwagon of Christmas in July because I think I did do it last year. I did make something Christmassy, and I really just I just wanted to do something. So I can only do a little bit of crafting. Knitting seems to be sort of triggering pain more than crochet, but I thought I'd just show you this only because I really like the yarn. So my friend Nicola, also, when she gifted me that very nice mug, she gifted me a lovely skein of yarn, which has become all sort of, it was caked beautifully, and it's been sort of thrust in and out of project bags, so it's all mushed up. She gave me this gorgeous yarn, and I thought I'd show you because a lot of the, sorry, the wires are annoying. A lot of these coloured yarns are like striping, and this is lovely. You can see I hope it's shown up on camera nicely. It's not blowout. Yeah, that's better. You can see it's got this gorgeous variegation to it and glitter. And I thought, well, let me just show you that because, yeah, I do love striping yarn, don't get me wrong, and I dye it myself, but I do like the effect this is given. So if you want to start preparing for Christmas, I have miraculously still got the ball band. So this is what the yarn, it's by Hobbi, and it's called a Christmas Universe. And it has it's colour 23. It's made from 98% acrylic and 2% polyester. And I'm knitting my as you gathered, I'm making plain vanilla socks. I'm knitting mine on a 2.5, the Knitpro Zing, I think they are. I like the magic, the looped, because I knit socks in the magic loop, of course. But I knit regular on these, what do they call them? Wired? Don't know. Needles. Anyway, so yeah. Very, very, very baby steps, bit of knitting, but I wanted to show you the yarn because I do think it's gorgeous. And you can see there's going to be a bit of pink coming up in a while. Hopefully by Christmas I've finished them. But anyway, I cast them on because it was my attempt at Christmas in July. If you didn't know what that is, it's usually on Instagram. There's a hashtag Christmas in July, and a lot of people make Christmassy things in the month of July, and it's all about getting ahead of your Christmas gifting. So it's nice, it's fun. People use the hashtag, everybody plays along, and it's just, yeah, I was inspired to have a go. So that's pretty much it on the knitting front, although I did knit something super, super tiny. So on the crochet front, first thing I'll just show you is I've mentioned this on my vlog. At the end of the month, so currently we're in the end of July, the end of August, I'm going to Ibiza, first time on a girls trip. When I say girls trip, we're all 50 plus. But anyway, it was supposed to be one of my friend's for her 50th birthday, and now she's 53. So, but yeah, we're gonna have a nice time. I've never really done that kind of girls trip before, but I was going through my whips, and then I found this this really super cute, like a halter neck top. Let me see if yeah, like a crop top that I made years ago. And as you can see, I never finished it off, and it needs neckties, neckties, and a couple of ties to tie around the back. This is not for me. I knitted it because I like the yarn, I like this sort of ombre effect. All I know is it was by Alize, and yeah, I don't even know if they still make it anymore. I think it's like a cotton acrylic blend. I think it's got a little bit of stretch in it. And yeah, I don't know, I don't recall what the pattern was. It's just an old whip. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to get that out and finish it. And I'm going to give it to my friend whose birthday it is. I already asked her, do you fancy a crochet crop top? Because I think this is really in the It Beats the Boho style. And she's like half the size of me. So I think that would look nice, and so I thought I'll show you that. If you look on YouTube, there's loads of these like crochet halter neck tops, and I just sort of, you know, I went for it. I think I was freestyling actually. When I first really seriously started crocheting again, oh gosh, I don't know, about 10 years ago now, I was obsessed with making all these like boho, like the Coachella style, like little bikini tops, and I used to hand stitch beads and medallions and everything on them. So that was from that period. So anyway, I'm happy to get this whip out and finish it off and gift it to somebody. So yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Nice, that yarn. Sorry, if you didn't know, I'm sat at my, I have a kitchen diner, and I've got a big skylight over my head. So I think when I move closer, the camera focuses, I think that we get blowout from the skylight. Very sorry. Yeah, so that's an old whip. Now the other thing, I think I might have shared this a while ago now. I bought this mini Kingdom crochet book. I know a lot of you will be familiar with that. And I made only one thing from it. I should have marked it, which was a gift for somebody. And I will definitely make more of it because it worked up really quickly. And it was so adorable. Oh no, where is it? Come on. Sorry, just bear with me. I'm not very good, am I? I don't claim to be a professional. Let's see if I can find. Where will it be? Oh, right at the back. Okay. If you have this book, go to page 143. So I made this cute little bee. I did it in Scheepjes Catona, and it worked up amazing. It was so cute. I haven't got it with me, but anyway, I'll go into more detail about Jubilee things in a while. But the UK and the Commonwealth celebrated the Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee in my break between episode 4 and now. And I really wanted to make something royal. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to go from this book. But so I used the basic model of a head and a body, but then I sort of freestyled. And it was a period where my neck was really bad, so I never got to finish it. But I will do. I will definitely finish it. But I'll show you. Oh, I was looking for my crochet hook. It's in this bag. I did how far I got. So I thought I'm going to do. So I've not stitched her head on, so I'm going to do the Queen because she's got short white hair now. So this is how far I got with the Queen, and I did make a little regal cape for her. Oh, that's her eyes. And then I was going to make a little crown for her head. I was going to make a little handbag for her. And I was going to put like little pearls in her ears and a pearl earring. And anyway, I didn't finish her off, but I will do. And I have to sort of decide on the right sort of location for her. Did I start making a crown? I did. Oh yeah, but I went wrong. So my concentration with this pain is not very good at the moment. So I had to work out oh, it's blow out again, you know, where to attach your hair to make like a little jaunty crown kind of thing. So that's a nice thing with this book, you know, you get loads of here, I'll show you on the front page. These are all the different little, you won't be able to see them so well here, but just to get an idea of the quantity, you get loads of little characters. And then I was just picking and choosing elements from them, and then the hair, I just freestyled that. So yeah, that's what I did start on. And then I did, can you believe, I did finish something. So I have this pattern, which was actually a gift from Jeanette, and it's called Teddy Gingerbread Pudding Edition, and it's designed by Josephine Loring. So that's what it should look like, but which could have done for Christmas in July. But I had a look, I thought, oh, that's actually a really nice teddy bear pattern. So I've used this teddy bear pattern minus all the Christmassy stuff, and then I got a bit carried away and I've clothed her. So this is, oh, I love her so much. So this is the little teddy. Oh, she's a bit squashed. She's been shoved in a project bag for too long. So this is the teddy. I'll show you. I think mine's a little bit chubbier. I think I overstuffed. Yeah, I did. Minus all the icing and the hat and everything. And I crocheted her in Scheepjes Catona. I forget which colour it is now. I've got loads of sort of half balls of Scheepjes, not Catona, stonewash, sorry. Because I like this sort of, you know, this, I don't know, variegated, this colour change. It gives, I like it for amigurumi. It gives it like a nice vintage feel. So, and I didn't use safety eyes. I used beads for her eyes. I just liked them more, and also because I hand stitched them, I could sort of pull them in to give her. I was gonna actually put a little bit of eyeshadow around her eye sockets to make her eyes look a bit, give her a bit more depth, but yeah, I haven't done that yet. So anyway, here's a tiny bit of knitting I did. I just freestyled a little cardigan for her. So it's nothing fancy. There was no pattern. I just sort of knitted a rectangle and layer on it and was like, okay. And then I crocheted this little tiny top for her, again in a scrap of cotton, ancient cotton I've had for ages. And I just winged it again. I just kept sort of going late on her. And then the same, I made a little dress, and then she's got little tiny bloomers. You know, all done with eyeballing. What a nice pattern. I really want to make more of these. She's lovely. And I like how she's, like how different she looks compared to the pattern. That's the thing with especially with crochet amigurumi. And if you get a good pattern, they're so versatile. So yeah, ta-da! I have a finished, an FO, finished object. And I absolutely love her. So we'll probably make more of her. So that's all I've got on the crochet front. I did mention, I've lost it now. Sorry, sewing. I do like hand stitching. I mean, I hand stitched a little dress. I hand stitched all of this, and the lace and everything. It's only basic. It's got little elastic in it, but I do like hand sewing. So what I did start was I wanted to do, you probably gathered by my logo of the channel, I'm obsessed with bees, and I wanted to do a little French knot bumblebee. I think you can see I just freehand sketched onto the this is linen, and you know, you can see French knots. That's as far as I got. What I found is, from crafting, it seems to be crochet is the one that's more manageable, and hand stitching and knitting, I think it's like the very small repetitive movements, they seem to be what are triggering me. But anyway, so watch this space. I'll finish this at some point. But it was a scrap of linen. I thought I'll give it a go. Just fancied having a go. And then the other thing I bought, obviously for summer, which I've not done because, you know, I can't, using the sewing machine as well, this angle. Oh, even doing that's very painful. So, but I bought this, it's classed as easy. I've looked at the pattern, it looks really easy. This really nice summer dress pattern. You know, you can make it into a maxi dress, a mini, but I thought, well, I'll show you that. And then, you know, the next, it's like a halter neck, so you can do anything. You could use a big chunky necklace. You could sew it. They've sewn the neck here. You could use like one of these wooden chokers. I thought that was really nice. So, yeah, I don't know when I'll get around to using that, but I really I just have a hankering to start sewing again. I feel like I've not sewn properly for ages. And then, sorry, I'm slipping. Then, because I quickly identified which kind of crafts were triggering things, I thought, I know what I'll do, inspired by Jeanette. I'm going to have a go at making a junk journal. I don't journal. I've never journaled in my life. I'm not really a big paper crafter, but I do a lot of paper activities with my doll's house, you know, like wallpapering things and like paneling and things like that. And I do like to, occasionally when I have the time for it, like handmade birthday cards. So, you know, I like a bit of paper crafting, but I'm not, you know, I'm not obsessed with it. But my gosh, I fell down a rabbit hole with this junk journaling. And I finished, it could do with a few more things in it actually. So it's not, I think it's like 98% finished. I actually made a junk journal. And I did find with my neck and shoulder, this one suited me the best out of most of the crafts I like to do. Even beading, I make jewellery at my studio, and I think I've made one bracelet for myself, like a stretchy bangle kind of thing, and even that was, I made it and I was like, okay, I'm done. But anyway, so I won't do like a walkthrough because it's not that good, but for me, it's not bad. I mean, for example, I finished the spine and then realised I hadn't bammed the, I don't know, what did they call them? These little sections in it. See, I don't even know what, I don't have the right terminology. I've got a massive box full of journaling stuff. Will I make another one? I probably will, but not at the moment. But I know when I was in it, I was like really obsessed with it. Jeanette had a look at it and she thought said I'd done very well for my first one. So, but yeah, I decorated the spine when actually it would have been nice to cover the binding. But anyway, you know, all about learning. And I've literally made this from everything I had already in my stash. So I'll do a flip through, not a walk through. I made this cover from cereal packets. You know, the kids eat cereal still for breakfast in the morning. So it's a couple of cereal packets, brown paper bag, scraps of fabric. I've got quite a lot of scrapbooking pads for dollhouse wallpaper. So, you know, use that, buttons, just look, little scraps, bits of ribbon, lace, a couple of stickers I had. So I'll just, I'll show you a few pages. So that's the inside. Oh, sorry, the blowout's terrible. Now what I did do, I printed off one set and it was Enchanted Forest. That's what caught my eye, and if you'll probably know that reference if you've been around for a while, because Jeanette and I hosted every year. We host a make along. Usually it's a theme, not a repetitive theme. I think the first, I don't know how many we've done. I think we've done 3. I know we definitely did one about birds. And then last year we did Enchanted Forest. And then so I saw on Etsy, I saw this kit called Enchanted Forest. And then you basically, you get a load of JPEGs, like images, and you just print them. We've actually recently bought a laserjet printer, so you get very, very good quality prints. If I can remember, I'll try and find where, you know, the maker of it, but I'd have to dig around. But anyway, I've done things like, I know these are called like tuck spots. You can put, I can't even, sorry. Tear it probably. Look, like make little pockets to put things in. It's a paper bag, you know. Literally used all stuff lying around. I also, as I said, we've got a laserjet printer, so I had some brown craft paper. I found this free image, took a screenshot of it, and I printed it on just brown paper. Very effective. And then you can make all little cute little elements. This is like a little bookmark that I made just for some scraps, bit of lace, little what are these called? Paper clips, you know, the ones that you open the back out. So I'll show you a few other. I really went to town on it. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. It was very, very, very enjoyable. Oh, yeah, and then the other thing is I did a little sort of mini journal in the journal. So I'll show you, I won't show everything, but it sort of slides into this, I don't know, is that also a tuck spot? Bit of card, and then it's like this tiny it's either scrapbook paper or paper bags, or, you know, bits and bobs I've had it in. I wish I could remember. Signatures, that's it. It's got 3 signatures in it. You can tell I'm not good. And then it's got a couple of sort of like these tabs in it, and then it's just, this is more plain, you know, so you can actually write in it. You know, any little sort of embellishments I had. You know, some of it's a bit thinner, some of it's a bit thicker because it's on card, some, you know, paper. But yeah, so that's like a little sort of book within the book, which I'd seen on YouTube somewhere. Yeah, another little sort of tuck spot with card you can write on. Sorry, this blowout's terrible, do you know? Well, I can, so I'll just hold it up. So I've left quite a few blank pages. Some are from that kit I bought. Some I've just cut like fussy cuts, it? Things out of books. Little tuck spot. Printed again on brown craft paper. Free. There's loads of stuff on the old envelope. You can tuck something. There's loads of stuff. When you just Google clip art scrapbooking images, which is free, so you don't have to go mad and get a kit. I'm doing a walkthrough now, aren't I? No, I'm flipping. It's a flip through. Tuck spots. So you see, it's all got like a similar theme. Yeah, again, that's like a little notebook thing. Another little notebook thing. More little tags. Yeah. So, oh yeah, and this is vellum. I had in stash. So, and I think, oh yeah, and this, I stained this. This is just regular A4 quarto, I think in America, like photocopy paper, and then I stained that with coffee, you know, tear things. So look, I think that's a nice effect, the stain paper. Yeah, you can stain with anything, you know, like children's juice, you can dye, proper dye, you know, anything. This also paper bag I got in a shop somewhere. Oh, that was also a paper bag, a gift bag. So you just keep all your stuff, and you know, you can just go mad. Oh, I think that, oh yeah, little tags that I put in there. And I think there's more of my hand dyed coffee paper. And then like, yeah, a little dangly thing. And then another paper bag. So yeah, that was my journey into junk journaling, and I must admit, thoroughly enjoyed it. I've got one of these like foldable lap tables at the side of the sofa, so I just literally put my little table up, put my box of goodies around me, got all my glue and snippy things out, And I just spent, you know, a couple of hours each night. And it's nice because, yeah, as I said, they're in these signatures. So I think, what have I got? 3. So you just make them as you go. The only thing is, my binding's not really good, you know, my stitching. Jeanette said it was, but you know what? If you've ever fancied having a go, I'd just say crack on with it. Have a rummage with what you've got. You know, even look through your bin if there's any paper you've thrown out. Obviously not if it's got food on it. And just go for it. And you can even just like make like a little mini book, you know. So yeah, really enjoyed that. I do want to make some more. I think I also wanted to put like an elastic or a tie around it, or like a lacy ribbon or something. So I will make more of this because I've got loads of this, you know, stuff in my stash. But I thought you'd enjoy seeing that because this was a new to me craft. And, you know, with my shoulder, it hurt. And just, you only have to have a little bit of confidence and, you know, enjoy crafting. And I've made myself a not too shabby, oops, junk journal. There goes the little one. I'll pick it up later. We'll pretend that didn't happen. Right, that's all the craft. No, I'm telling a big fib here. That's not. I'm going to show you the doll's house stuff. I just emptied everything out. Otherwise, I would have been rustling, and that's a bit annoying. Right, so these are some of the things I bought from the dollhouse. The next room I want to tackle in my dollhouse is the in the attic. I've got 3 rooms. They're just piled full of craft stuff at the moment, but one of the rooms will be the nursery. So quite a few of these things are for the, well, quite a few. I didn't buy a lot, but they're for the nursery. So the first thing I bought, I have a bed, I think, already. So I bought this little child's desk. And that's why I'm showing it now on the, you know, in the craft podcast, because I like to buy this, what they call raw wood, blank wood or white wood, and paint it myself. I love painting things. I do actually paint furniture on a large scale. And so why not do that, transfer that skill to my dollhouse. So it doesn't lift, but they've got these little, you can put like little books in, you know. I'll make some tiny journals for it. But yeah, so I bought a little school desk, super cute. My doll's house is 1/12 scale, if you wanted to know. This was, I don't remember who I bought this from. It wasn't cheap, but there was somebody there selling like 3D printed things. So I bought this tiny little dollhouse. So it doesn't open, but so I've got a dollhouse for the dollhouse, which is so cute. You know, the detail on it, it's very sweet. So that's also for the nursery. This is also a doll's house. The price on this was £8.95, and this is from Jacko's Minis. So there's packaging on this, and then this is actually, it's a really, really simple idea. Well, I'll show you the house first. So that's the little doll house, but it's a wooden block with stickers, so you decoupage, which is fine. I saw it on the display, and it looks lovely. So yeah, so this lucky nursery is going to have 2 doll houses now. I just like them. And again, kit form, so I get to make something. Then the other thing is I bought a nice plant stand, again, blank wood. And I bought a nice, what's a bit bent now, I bought a nice plant to go on top of that. I was looking for a nice like Victorian plant pot to put that in, but I couldn't find one, so I'll keep a lookout. It's fine. The dollhouse is a labour of love. You know, I'll be working on it forever, you know, so it's fine. Then I thought this was nice. It's just a little resin kind of ornament, but it's a basket of fruit. So I thought that's going to look great, you know, on a sideboard or in the dining room or, you know, anywhere. So that's really nice. And then the other thing, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I bought a little skull for the study, because the gentleman's study, I want it to be like full of specimens and things in jars. So put a little tiny skull. And then the other thing is it's from the Dollhouse Fair, but it's for crafting. I bought this tiny little crown, and I'll tell you why in incoming. You can see that. For a like a miniature teddy bear, little tiny crown. So actually I'll keep that to one side, because I'll be looking for that. And then the other thing is, I like in the kitchen on the dresser, I like stacks of plate. So these are not really like my kind of colour scheme, you know, taste, but they were very cheap. So I bought 4 porcelain plates, and they were, I can't remember, but I do recall they were inexpensive, which is why I bought 8 plates in one go, because that's quite extravagant. Oopsie. And then I bought these tiny little plates. They've got like gold gilding on them, which are a little bit smaller. So watch me drop these now. Oh, hold your breath. So I've got like a nice little stack of plates for the kitchen, probably on the side of the sink or something like that. So okay, I will rustle super quickly, because I don't want to leave little things out, because they'll go missing. Just bear with me. So yeah, nice little shopping haul from the Dollhouse Fair. And then the other thing I bought is some like little moss. This is actually creeper, so I can put it at the side of the house, but that's not what I've bought it for. This is for my miniature walnut shells. You would have seen in 1 or 2 episodes ago, I make little walnut shells with Fimo mushrooms in them, and I hand paint them and gild them, and so I wanted some moss for that. So that's not for the Dollhouse, but it was from the fair. So yeah, that's all the crafty things I'm gonna be working on. So we're sort of merged into incoming whips, I think. There's no rhyme or reason to it, is there? All right, let's say incoming then. This will officially be, there'll be a timestamp for incoming at this point. So whilst Jeanette was here, I think we both bought this, one each. And it was, I don't know what Jeanette's doing with hers or she's using it yet. It's like super cute little case. I think we actually got the same one. It's got little mice on it. I think it was some Sustran Grown, is it? Sustran Green? Because we had both had a mind to make something like miniature, like a little miniature teddy bear, and you know, don't know, maybe a little bed or something. And that's what I wanted my crown for, or like a little miniature mouse or something. Actually, I'll pop that in here. So that's a future craft. Obviously, I need to just get I need to be pain free, and you know, and then I'll be off, because you know, these are all things I'm excited to work on. But yeah, so I liked it because this is, you know, these cardboard cases, you see a lot of doll's house kind of things in them. This is actually a little mini one, so it was nice. And I don't know, no sticker on it. It wasn't expensive at all. And then the other thing that I bought for myself is when I was, well, that's my dog, that's Jack. When I was obsessed with junk journaling, and I would highly recommend you need one of these, because I have like distressing ink. I have all that stuff because of the crafting and the doll's house, but I didn't have one of these blenders, and so you can see you can like smudge the edges. So maybe I can show you on one of the pages where I've torn this piece of paper, and then this has got, because it was white, so I put like this ink on it. But I think if I'd have had this blender then, it would have been a lot easier, and it would have been more sort of smudgy, if that's a word. So yes. And then the other thing I finally bought, even though my Etsy shop is still closed, I'm trying to figure things out, but in preparation, many of you will know that in the Etsy shop, if I had project bags or zipper pouches, I had my own label on them, but they were the Dawn Stays labels, so I can now reveal, I've got new labels. It's still the same bee, but it's got the Woven Almanac. So when I'm up and running again, all my project bags will have that on them. Right, that was all I sort of bought for myself. Yes, so I'll show you the gifts that Jeanette came, because I know many of you will be interested. I'm going to show you, she bought me some beautiful bags, and I'm going to mention it now. At the time of filming, Jeanette's got a 30% summer sale on in her shop. So check the date that you're watching this, and as I'm filming it now, she's got a cracking 30%, that's massive, and I don't find her bags expensive at all. I think she's got stitch markers, scrap bags, you know, fabric bags for your, you know, your own crafting. She's got a really good stock on at the moment. So Jeanette came with loads of things. So what I'm showing you is just a sort of fraction of everything. Well, let's see. Of course, she bought me, very spoiled, a couple of her bags. Bees, of course. How beautiful is that? Everybody knows I love a bumblebee. It's like just got nice this crisp white bottom inner, and then I like Jeanette's. She usually boxes her bottoms, which I quite like. And unlike my bags, Jeanette pads hers. So yeah, I've been saving it. I've been really good. Anything that was edible or small has sort of been scurried away somewhere or ate. So, but the sort of the bigger items, I've been keeping them for when I feel up to filming a podcast again. So yeah, not one project bag, but two. Now, as I said, when she came, it was just before the Jubilee. So how gorgeous is that? This one's got a handle on it, and I love the frill. It's very Kath Kidsony vibe to it for me. And yeah, and again with this beautiful crisp white inner. So this one's a zipper pouch, but a big one. Love it, absolutely. I couldn't believe it. And then the other thing, I think I forgot to do this on the show and tell, I'm jingling, of the vlog. But oh my gosh, when I saw this, my eyeballs were like, oh my gosh. Because many of you will know, her and Tim sort of do a lot of things together, you know, like, you know, with like the stitch markers and like the hand dyeing. Yeah, that's something that they do together, Tim being Jeanette's husband, if you didn't know. So anyway, imagine I'm thrilled to receive my own. This is actually a necklace. There's loads here. But a stitch marker necklace. But then also it's got this this other, like a little keychain on it. So these are like the stitch markers, and then these are more like progress keepers, and they've all got this sort of wizardy, mystical, magical theme to it, because Jeanette knows I love all things like Harry Potter and everything. Oh my gosh, my eyeballs nearly fell out of my head when I saw it. How gorgeous is that? She doesn't always have these in stock, but, you know, if you favourite her shop and follow her on social media. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Stunning. Look, I love that one. This one. Little witch's hat, like enamel. That's not all. Tim made this for me, and I'm like, just gobsmacked. When I opened it, I said to Jeanette, did Tim make this? And she said, yeah. I almost cried. Well, he didn't make the journal, but he personalised it all for me. It's just stunning. So look at that. Can you see? He's put my name on it and a bee, a journal, and then on the back, all these beautiful inspirational quotes. Isn't that just beautiful? So if you want a personalised journal or personalised anything, reach out to Jeanette. They'll make custom orders for everybody. Oh my gosh. Seriously, I will treasure this forever. Jeanette's got one. Tim's idea was me and Jeanette were going to journal together, but we didn't get round to it because Jeanette and I just didn't stop talking the whole time. Oh, something fell out. I'll show you that in a minute. I'll just give you a quick look inside. I will start using this now. I showed you. So just look at that. It's beautiful leather. It's dead soft. And then there's all like little pouches in it. Super, super practical. Line pads, plain, do sketches. If you keep little like business cards when you're out crafting. You could even put flowers in them, you know, if you see a nice flower. Or a little bit of a snippet of yarn. Make a note of what the brand and colourway is. You can use them for anything. Isn't that beautiful? And then Jeanette, inside, that's what fell out of it. Jeanette made me this, again, gorgeous little, do it the right way up. Gorgeous. Yes, that's right. Gorgeous little mini junk journal. Oh, with a little dangly. How cute is that? Oh, and it's got like a little dollhouse on it in a miniature house. And then I'll show you. And it's got like this little, this is what I think I want to put on my junk journal, like a nice sort of vintage lace. Be careful now because there's loose things in this. And these are all the little pages. And then again, it's got like a little mini book in the mini book. I'm going to lose things here, like little tags. Actually, I'm going to lose stuff here. Look, that she's printed, and again, these are, I'll show you, tuck spots, the markers, and then this is, she's made all this. Look, she's hand bound it and made it. I thought she bought it. Look, it just looks like a shop bought notebook. It's stunning, with all hand dyed paper in it. Some of it lined, some of it blank. You know, you can use it sheets with the dangly. How cute! So it was like a mini book in the mini book, and then this the main mini book has got all these little cute tuck spots in. Doilies. Honestly, isn't that just beautiful? It's printed on a doily. Jeanette, look, also with vellum. Jeanette's actually got a second channel now for her junk journaling on YouTube. Just beautiful. So, and she bought me over loads of other things. So I was like blown away, seriously. So if you're watching, Jeanette, oh, when are you coming back? Right, then the other thing, Jeanette came bearing a gift from other people. And again, this came with loads of stuff with it, which I've sort of snaffled away, used, whatever. But I'll just show you the main things. So many of you will probably know that Jeanette and I are also really good friends with Karen, who's from Stitches and Jacks. And Jeanette and Karen, they met at Black Sheep Yarn, Black Sheep Wool, I think it is. It's a big yarn shop in the northwest of England. They met there just before a trip, and then Karen handed over a goodie bag. Can you take this over for Dawn? So Jeanette said yes. She was my yarn mule. So Karen, me and Karen are like proper royalists. You know, if there's anything royal going on, we're like happy with each other and should we make this together? And so look at this bag. Isn't it beautiful? I think she made one for herself, and I think she might have made one for one of her daughters, maybe, because I know I think Laura's a crafter. Yeah, Laura's definitely a crafter. Anyway, waffle. But oh my gosh, how beautiful is that? It's a really good size as well. And then this one's also lined with like crowns, and seriously, I was just, honestly, it was like Christmas. Jeanette arrived and she kept just pulling these packages out. And then what was in it, amongst other things, she'd sent me, she'll go mad when she sees this, but I couldn't bring myself to use it because I was just like, I'm keeping all of this. So I'm sorry, Karen. I know you meant for me to enjoy it all, but I just couldn't. There's even bits of chocolate on this. A straw, so I could drink my Pims, a Union Jack straw. She's so gorgeous. And then a special pencil for the Queen's Jubilee, because it was purple, the theme. And there you go. I couldn't bring myself to use it. I'm just going to put them away because, I don't know, they're souvenirs, aren't they? And they're just so beautiful. And then this gorgeous notebook. which you could also use for sketching in. Gorgeous. That's not all. I mean, well, there was way more. And then how sweet is this? She also sent me red, white and blue. This is Scheepjes Catona. Honestly, just, you know, oh, blown away. I tell you what, craft friends are the best friends. And then another little gifty came. So many of you will recall or either know that one of our dear crafting friends, Helen Reed, who was Helga's at Home with Her Crafts here on YouTube, sadly passed away. And Helen's friends group, where they crafted together, was called, I think, well, they're still called, the Happy Hookers. So one of Helen's friends, Linda, reached out to me and said Helen's family had kindly asked the Happy Hookers if they wanted some of Helen's crafting stuff. And they thought of me and Jeanette as well. So Linda reached out to me. She said, listen, I've got a couple of things of Helen's here that I think you might like. Would you like to have them? And I was like, I'd be thrilled to have them. So I said to Linda, well, actually, Jeanette's going to come over and see me. So why don't you send them to Jeanette? Jeanette will pick out a couple of things and, you know, bring some over to me. And that's what she did. So she came bearing a gift. So there was photocopies of lots of little crochet miniature patterns, because Linda and the rest of the girls know I have a doll's house. But this book, miniature crochet, it's all like 1/12, and it's all little like outfits. I mean, look at that, little crochet bloomers, like all little outfits. And then what I also like at the there's also a section, oh, I have a marker in it. So it's not just clothing. Yeah, there's a section here, household items. And there was a couple of things which was like, oh my gosh, that's adorable. Didn't mark it. Sorry, bear with me. Oh no, it was personal accessories. Look, you can even make your own little parasol. That'd be nice for like miniature teddy bears as well. And there's another thing. Oh, look at that little miniature hand fan. And then, yeah, also little lace collar. Gorgeous. So I was thrilled to bits to receive that. Bride and groom. Really nice, very, very cute little book. Yeah. And then this was also cute. How to make your own hats. So lovely. So yeah, thoroughly spoiled. So yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to share with you. Oh, I just want to mention one thing. This time last year, it would have been on the Craft Workshop podcast, which is still available to watch on the Dawn's Days channel. There's a separate playlist for them. This time last year, me and Karen were busy. We were making, I can't remember the name of it, but it was a bee shawl. It was beautiful, I think, double knit shawl with all like little bees on the edge of it. And we were making it because we were entering our shawls into a make-along that was being hosted by the lovely Ruth from Ruth Loves to Knit, and with Fernanda, who's Little Monkeys and Me, and they were hosting a make-along across the pond shawl. So you could knit or crochet a shawl and enter it into their make-along. There was like loads of prizes you could win. It was great fun. Me and Karen, I still wear my shawl now all the time. Anyway, I'm a bit late in announcing it, but they're hosting it again. So if you fancy making a shawl and playing along with it and opportunity to win a prize, then I'll put the link to the ladies' channels below. So go and head over and enter that. Right, at this point, I think I'm going to wrap up this episode. If you're still here at the end, thank you very much. And yeah, apologies for the massive gap in between the last episode and this episode, but as you can see, I'm a bit sort of thin on the ground with crafting. Hopefully by the time I film another episode, things will have improved with my neck, and won't be in pain, but also I'll have more energy and I'll have more motivation to make things again. So we'll see. So I don't know when the next episode will be. If you want to keep in touch or track what's going on with the neck, don't forget you can go over to the Dawn Stays channel and subscribe to that channel, hit the notification bell, and then you'll hear all about my woes and trials and tribulations of the neck situation. But also I do some fun things on there. If you're not familiar, we have a little motorboat. Obviously living in the Netherlands, we're surrounded by canals, they're everywhere, and Lawrence and I have a little motorboat, and we're in the middle of boating season at the moment. We've had great weather, so if you want to go out and have a look at the little sailing clips, I always try and put some like nice peaceful music over them, just so you know the vlogs, it's not all me talking at the camera. I like to film a little bit of the country I live in, and yeah, you know, make it enjoyable. Lots of activities. I think in last week's vlog there was a bit of sailing. I think we had some day trips. We went out somewhere. Oh, we went to a really nice antiques fair, so bought a couple of bits and bobs there. And usually there's a crafting element through the vlogs because, yeah, I am a crafter. Right, at this point I'm going to say thanks again for joining me, and if you did enjoy this episode and you've not done already, it would be great if you consider hitting the subscribe button and growing our community numbers. And I read every single comment and try and answer all of them below. So if you want to just say hello or share something or comment on something, feel free. Try and keep it kind. We keep a positive community here on the Woven Almanac channel. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in the very next episode. Bye.